Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to fish in Monster Hunter Wilds. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take out your fishing rod, which they give you after a certain point in the quest progression. So you're going to face the water, and with a controller, you're going to hold down the left trigger, which will prompt you to get this little activator where you can see where your line is going to be cast. With your right thumbstick, you can move this out and anywhere you would like to position it, and that's where you'll cast your rod. To then cast the rod, you want to hit the right trigger and send it out. Now you can just let the rod sit in the water, which will sometimes draw fish, and it'll give you this prompt to either push the left stick up or down to lure. What they're actually telling you to do is if you pull it down and let it go, you will kind of bait the fish to come take the bite. If you push it up, it's a similar thing. Now in order to reel in, you want to very slowly go up and down with your left thumbstick like this, and you'll see you'll start to do the reeling animation. Oh, I snagged a fish. When you snag a fish, you tap the right trigger and you just let it go. It'll automatically catch any smaller fish that you don't have to enter the fishing mini game with. So you don't have to worry about fighting from there. However, and let me switch my rig here. To draw in the other fish, you sometimes have to switch your rig. So to catch the big tuna in the water, you need the tough joint bait. You don't need the tough joint fish. Fish will bite at any bait, but to get them to notice it more actively, sometimes you should try to use the ones that go for them. So now to catch the tuna, I'm going to just try to get it to notice it. And you'll notice when they are on the bait or when they've got the attention of it, oh, we've got a big one. So to start the mini game, you have to kind of keep going with the movement of the fish. Keep your stick pointing in the direction that it's going and keep turning it to tire the fish out. When they jump like that, you want to hit the right trigger and then slam them down into the water. And when they tire out and you put your fish in the rod, you start rapidly pushing up and down on your left thumbstick to reel them in, just like that. Now again, I'm following him as he's swimming, just letting him tire himself out. Now if they get close to an obstacle, you want to pull them away and try to keep them from colliding with the obstacle. We're in a really good spot where we don't have to worry about that. And you'll see I'm just going up and down very rapidly with my thumbstick to reel them in slowly. It's a bit of a process, and you got to keep it going with the fish. You don't want to be adding any extra strain you add to the line will end up causing it to snap and break. So if you keep fighting it, like say if I weren't to pull against him while he was going, that would cause my controller to rattle and slack to loosen the line, and all my attention is building up, and it's going to cause that line to break eventually. Which I'll demonstrate after I catch this guy. He's tired out, so we're going to reel him in. This should be our final. We got him real close. There we go. And that's how you hunt or catch the gastronome tuna. All right, now let's show what not to do when you have a fish on the line. You'll notice sometimes when you get a fish's attention, because they'll come above the water and like stare down your... Oh, wait, so we got something else. Hold that thought. Oh, caught a squid. Anyway, you'll notice when they kind of lock on, they'll come up out of the water and kind of stare down your lure. It's really funny. If we can quit catching random fish. All right, let's get this right in front of him. Come on, you see it, don't you? Trying to make it so where you guys can like hear how you reel it in. Just gotta get this guy's attention. Alright, you see how he's above the water? They're like staring it down. That's how you know he's interested. You just slowly keep going and chomp. Now, you've got him on the line. Like I said, you want to follow him, but the thing you don't want to do here is just keep reeling in. You see how he's struggling there? I'm getting all sorts of tension on my line. Now I can reel him in because he's up there. But you don't just keep reeling in like that. You'll do these staggering until there he goes. You cross the line. So make sure you don't do that. That's one thing that you do not want to do while you're fishing. So now when you've got a big fish on the line like this, it's also important to keep an eye out for obstacles, because if they run into obstacles, it's wanting me to reel them in. If they run into obstacles, they will break your line, just like that. So also keep that in mind whenever you're trying to fish. Another important place to keep in mind is Area 8 in the Scarlet Forest. You can see it here. It's called the Underground Lake. There's a quest that you get sent on to catch a grand esquinite, I believe they're called. Esquinite, I don't know. Either way, the lady tells you that you can maybe hunt in caves. This is the spot that she's meaning. And I'm not seeing one in here, but that's okay. A little trick to know about fishing is that you can just do this. You can always just go to your campground and change the time of day and season by resting in your camp. I'm going to change. The best time for catching fish is the season of plenty. However, certain fish can only be caught, for example, the spearfin tuna can only be caught in the fall, I believe. So keep that in mind. The best way to catch a spearfin tuna is in Area 17 of the Scarlet Forest, the big lake area, and I found it works best when it's raining in the fallow season. So keep that in mind if you're trying to catch that one in particular to make the big swordfish weapon. Look at him go for it. This is the big one. This is the grand one that you actually need for the, it's shiny, yeah. So that right there, I just caught one of the grand ones that you need for that quest that I was talking about. So you're going to see how he's shinier than the other ones. That's how you're going to know that when you've got one of those in your area. So you just reload the area till you get that, and boom, you should be able to catch him. If you guys have got any more questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Otherwise, until next time, I've been Latex Chariot, and I hope you guys enjoy Monster Hunter. See you next time.